Hello, this is Anjolie. Welcome to my new channel called Raw Vegan Journey, or My Raw Vegan Journey, actually. Um, I want to introduce myself in this video and let you know why I started this channel and what I'm all about. I'm in my late 50s, and most recently I just became a raw living foods vegan, which means that I'm eating a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables, some nuts and some seeds, a minor amount of those because I'm also following what is called the 80-10-10 diet, or I'm working on following it as close as possible. Because it resonates with me and it resonates with how things were in nature before we ever discovered fire. I mean, if you think about it, we haven't been cooking foods for very long. And before there was ever uh, fire or a means to heat anything or cook something, we ate like the rest of the animals. There is no animal in nature that cooks its food. They eat it straight from the ground or off the tree or off the bush or, you know, what out of the sea even. I mean, there are fish that um, eat plants in the ocean and they eat each other too, of course. We don't do that. Well, maybe some people might, but I don't. There are those instances where, the same species is eating the same species. But um, the point of this is that our natural diet is not one of cooked or processed foods. It's not eating animals. We don't have canines. I Does this look like a cat fang to you, or a dog fang, or a tiger or lion? They have fangs. They can rip and shred meat. We can't, not with our teeth, not even with our bare hands. Unless you're this super Hercules strong person, we have teeth that grind. So I don't have that many teeth, but um, I mean, I have most of my teeth, but my molars, see, they're kind of missing, so it's hard. Which I'm grateful for technology because we have blenders that can blend foods up that are hard for some of us to chew when we don't have enough teeth. And so those are things that I'm going to be covering throughout my videos. And something else I want to note is that there are a lot of videos on being raw vegan, and most of them are from the younger generation. So they have an edge. They're already looking great and they already have nice bodies. But I'm in my 50s and I have a nice body. I love my body. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have that perfect body that a lot of models have or a lot of the younger generation have. I got some flabs going on here, but this journey is all about seeing how a raw vegan diet can help me build up the muscle. Look at that. I'm working on it. I've been working on it. Help me to uh, get slender, help my complexion to become better. I mean, I have pretty good complexion as it is, but I still have some of those little patches of reds here and there. And once in a while, I might have a little pimple breakout. That's rare, very rare for me. But I want to tell you one thing real quick before I close this video out because I don't want it to be long. Just an introduction to who I am, what I'm about, and what I want to share with you on my journey that may help you. This is not telling you how to eat or that you should become a raw fruitarian, frugivore, vegan, 80-10-10 dieter or what. But it's to show you the changes that I go through as I'm going through this. I won't tell you my true age because a lady never reveals her age, but let's just say I'm in my upper 50s. And those of you who know me, please do not give away my age. But if you know my age, that's okay. I have no reservations about age. but I just like to keep a little mystery in there. So back to what I was saying. Um, I want to share my journey because that's how we learn. We learn from each other as a community. We aren't sole survivors. We are group survivors. We need each other. We need to lean on each other. Even in nature, plants draw energy from each other. That's how they survive. So let's do this together. And I hope you enjoy the videos. Once again, I'm new at this, so if I post something on here and you're not sure about it, please do your research. And don't ever take my word or anyone else's word for that matter. Be careful about what you're putting up here and what you're allowing to become a belief for you. Always research everything. If you take away nothing else from this one video, always, always, always do your research. That's how I got to where I was. I completely turned around my health situation briefly. 6 years ago, roughly, I went to the hospital. The doctors wanted to take my gallbladder out. I said, no, I believe I can do this on my own and fix it and reverse everything. Okay, granted, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a few months. Things like this happen gradually over time. With a lousy diet comes lousy health, and it doesn't just appear. Well, it may seem like it appears because one day all of a sudden you just have a problem, but it didn't appear overnight. It took years of all this gunk building up in your system and sludging it up and slowing things down and distorting proteins and denaturing the very energy of the food that you were eating for it to cause a health problem. So it's going to take maybe as long to reverse it, maybe not, depending on how far in you were. So this is me reversing health problems. Let me tell you one more thing before I close. When I went vegan, I started feeling better. But then I was still eating cooked foods, and I kind of slipped back into some old habits, and I ended up in the hospital again. This time around, I discovered that eating raw foods didn't make me hurt. As a matter of fact, it made me feel better. It made me feel alive and energized and just brimming over with happiness because I feel light. And I don't mean that in a sense that I'm feeling ungrounded, because I am completely grounded with this diet. I don't need to eat things like rice or potatoes or anything like that. And I don't. I get enough calories and nutrients from all the fruits that I eat, like bananas and papayas, pineapples, oranges. And my favorite is, oh gosh, mangoes. I couldn't think of the name of it. Jeez. And apples and cantaloupe, honeydew. There's so many fruits out there, and there is a lot of them that I haven't even got to try. And blueberries are my favorite. Blueberries and sweet cherries, and there's peaches and pears. Those things are nutrient dense, and you can get plenty enough calories in the day from eating those kind of things. And then, adding your greens, lots of leafy greens, and a variety of vegetables. The way that I have learned it is that you base your food consumption on your fruits, because that is our natural food. It's sweet, and that's why we have a sweet tooth, because we're designed to eat sweet fruits. I mean, if you walk outside and there's a peach tree blooming and you've got ripe fruits, what do you smell? you're like, oh God, that smells so good, and I just want to just bite into it. That's how I feel about it. And if I look at that peach tree and I look at a hot dog, it's like, bump the hot dog. I'm going for the peaches. I can fill up on peaches. I can eat until I'm full of peaches and know that I haven't overeaten or extended my calorie limit or overdone it on fats or anything harmful, because the peach is perfectly designed to have the right amount of protein, the right amount of fat, the right amount of sugar, the right amount of carbohydrates, the right amount of nutrients for that fruit. And I can eat enough of that and it will keep me satiated until my next meal, which may be 3 to 5 hours later. So, yay peaches, yay bananas, yay fruit. And then I supplement. These are my vitamins. I supplement with greens, baby greens, tender greens, lettuces, kale, any vegetable that you could eat that is seed bearing, like cucumbers and tomatoes and zucchini, yellow squash, pumpkins, butternut squashes, things like that. Those can be eaten raw, yes, and they are good. I made a excellent soup with pumpkin, and oh, let me tell you, Okay, so this has been an introduction to my new channel, and I hope you'll join and subscribe, and may you learn much. And remember, again, always do your research. Double check everything I say, because sometimes I could be misinformed myself. I will be the first to admit it if I have been misinformed, and I will correct it. But if you find something that doesn't sit right, hey, leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll do some more research and we'll figure it out together. Okay? Good talking to you. I'll see you later.